coming off a performance against LA, where certainly you hung with the Pacific's best for 50 minutes and played a good game. What do you look for tonight against a similar type of team that likes to lean on you and wear you down late?
Well, I guess first of all, we did have a better effort, and that's a step in the right direction, but that's expected on a daily basis from our group, so we'll get tested there again. Secondly, to hang with teams is not our goal when it's all said and done. We can take some solace in the fact that we competed against a heavy, hard team, but just to hang around with teams is not what we're in the league to compete for, and it shows you how far we have to go and improve in so many different areas. Now tonight we're going to have the same type of matchup. A team that's played incredibly well for a long period of time now, and we know the challenge ahead of us. I expect the same amount of effort, grit and grind and determination to show up in the lineup as we had last night. Back-to-back doesn't help, but it's still there and it's in us. And then we're going to have to execute properly. We've got to find a way to get to give our goaltenders some run support, but I think if we approach the game in a real similar fashion, we'll give ourselves a chance to win.
So if you're in that position again, what would you like to see better in terms of finishing the game? Like you said, all right, fine, you can hang with them, but how do you need to finish it off tonight if you're in that position again?
Well, I after watching it again and evaluating our team, I think we had a number of opportunities early in the game and then some mid-game where we have to find ways to get that puck behind quick and line up for a face-off in the neutral zone after scoring. And if that happens, we build a bit of a cushion in for a push. These experienced teams that have won cups and have gone to finals, they know how to use the last 10 minutes of a game and how to push and how to put pressure on inexperienced hockey clubs. So we've got to build a cushion in before we get to that point, and then learn as we go how to close the door. But as I mentioned, we've got a lot of work to do, and we're a long ways away from doing that.
It was a test for Jordan Oesterle in particular in terms of his game. You had even talked about it. You'd be curious to see how he matched up against the bigger physical teams like LA and Anaheim. Did he pass that first test against the Kings?
I believe he did. He's given us two pretty strong games. I like his mobility. I like his courage. And when I say courage, it's not about going up and to try and run over Milan Lucic. It's about jumping into plays and jumping into open ice, taking strides with the puck and moving it. I get a sense that he understands who he is physically, so then he's able to play more positionally and with a good stick. He's not chewing on the ankles of these monsters in and around the net and getting beat in those situations. So that tells me he's got some hockey sense, and in 2 games we've been quite pleased with his effort and his play.
When a team's
going to let you ask one.
When a team's a seller at the deadline, there's always that cloud that's hanging over a distraction or whatever. Is that something that needs to be addressed, or they just have to deal with it until the day comes and goes?
Look, we're in 30th place, and that cloud's been hanging over us now for a few weeks. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that 30th place teams don't bring in rentals. They usually try and capitalize on the assets that potentially could be leaving if they're not staying. And I think that's quite evident for how we're handling the situation. So for me to walk in there and explain that situation to them, I think is very redundant. It is a bit of a test for us to fight through adversity and distractions. Last night was a good start for that. Tonight we're going to see the same thing. There's going to be some maneuvering around, some changes to people we thought might play and maybe not, and that can change throughout the day. So if you ask me what my lineup is now at noon, I couldn't tell you. If you ask me at 4, I won't be available, so we'll go that way again.
Same spot.
Yeah.
But Anders Nielsen, an opportunity afforded him?
No. Cam Talbot will play tonight.